How's the jobs up here?
He loves it.
Good. You want small and big tables, I assume that like a jump or tabletop or.
Right.
Beams. Oh, no, berms. Alright. Step up.
Berm, what the berm?
We're
Sounds
going like this,
Oh,
What are tables? Big
flats.
The tabletop, like flat ones.
Flat.
Oh, not actual.
It's
like a table out there like this. So it
What are
comes
they
up,
gonna do
not
with
like a table.
Okay. They have their,
I have 6 o'clock whenever you're ready.
BMX lingo.
What's that?
They have BMX lingo.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking
for
at-
Sure.
I-
Multiple people take those totally different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steps.
All right, it is 6 o'clock. Would you all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? There's a train.
I don't know.
We're back.
I don't know why.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The dog whistle.
You guys can hear that?
I'll take your time. Go ahead. Just backfeed from something. Or is it one of those?
But everything's hands. Or you get in to my stream.
One of those folks, yeah.
No, I just closed it.
Photo bomb or video bomb or whatever they call that for a while. Okay, little delay there, Treva, whenever you're ready.
We will
I'll
do our best.
roll call. Yeah, take your time.
Smith,
Here.
sorry,
Echo.
I mute that for now. 3 of them. Anderson, absent, Arcano,
Here.
Burbank, here, Bergerson, here, Bender, here, Green is here on Zoom.
Move to excuse Councilmember Anderson.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
Any modifications this evening? Looks straightforward.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Public comments. Is there anybody signed up? Oh, Carolyn, please.
So I have 3 things for you tonight, Mayor Carolyn Robertson Harding here on behalf of the Buckley Chamber of Commerce. One is that Jalen, as we speak, is putting the reader board at Matchmart. We've asked him to advertise for at least this week for the wine walk. And then he will flip it to shop local, support your local businesses. So he and Sarah again have been gracious enough to donate to that. We offered to pay, he refused, of course, but it was very kind of him to be able to share that equipment with us. Secondly, it's my understanding that the mayor did reach out to our headliner, Aaron Crawford, and talk to him about the importance of the event, and because the bridge is closed, thanking him for the support and all of that. So that was greatly appreciated. And our wine walk is this Saturday from 5 to 9 on Main Street. We'd love to see council and everyone appear. Mayor already has a whole plan for displaying a lot of his vehicles in an appropriate way that will be fun for everybody to enjoy. So I'm excited to see which one he brings. And then the third thing I wanted to just share with you tonight, and I got permission from the mayor, thank you for that, to be able to share.
We're gonna try.
Okay, we're gonna try.
The back feed, yeah.
The LTAC funds, this I thought was a great example of letting all of you as council know what those funds go for and the types of things that they do to benefit the city and our businesses. So immediately when I found out that the bridge was closed and we were all struggling, I immediately reached out to Mei Lee at Visit Rainier. She jumped on the opportunity and said, hey, let me get you some social influencers. I'll get them out they were here last weekend. And we're going to do a big thing on the whole community. She asked me about sunsets and sunrises, and I had to figure out my east from my west, but I think we got it figured out. And so I wanted to share with you the reel on Instagram that the influencer did. Her name, I guess, what is the appropriate thing? It's not like a handle, like a
Username.
yes,
Yeah.
wander.with.vanessa, if you want to follow her. But I shared it with city clerk, and we're gonna try and share it with you on the screen.
Okay. Brandon might be able to see it. We'll see.
Oh, volume.
No volume. Hold on.
Influencers.
Towards the bottom.
Oh, yeah, we can back it up, no problem. Oh, down in the very far bottom right corner, maybe, I see a little red X. Down in the bar, maybe down at the little gray bar. That little red X, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just guessing. Like the speakers up.
Right.
We keep turning them on. They're all the way up. I can hear noise out of it.
Your task bar down at the bottom shows the.
But that's on that computer.
Oh,
It's
over
supposed to be
here.
playing out of this one.
Got it.
I don't know why the sound won't play.
I can what?
Gary.
Narrated. Well, yeah, it would be a little difficult to do because she moves very quickly and, yeah.
Maybe?
Well, this is not have a headquarters, it will be right here. That first crispy breeze in the morning, it's my sign that fall's just around the corner. So what better way to celebrate my favorite season with a small town getaway? Welcome to Buckley, Washington, a charming little town right at the base of Mount Rainier, perfect for soaking in those first fall vibes. We stayed in the sweetest tiny home, think loft bed, bonfire night, the coziest spot to finally watch that movie that we've been saving all year. We start our morning at Anchor House Coffee, warm breakfast sandwiches, a London fog, 10 out of 10. And they even have a little reading note that just feels perfect for chilly fall mornings. And when the rain rolls in, it's antique shop time. The Queen's Ransom is full of vintage denim, jewelry, and treasures that just scream cozy season. I definitely did not leave empty-handed, and absolutely love seeing local business supporting their community. Cozy season is candle season. Lunch took us to the brand new Well House, part cafe with smoothies and bowls, and part spa with the sauna and cold plunge. Nothing says fall reset like warming up in the sauna while the rain falls outside. And are you brave enough to do a cold plunge? We also stopped at Mary's Farm, sunflowers still in bloom, but with a little hint of Halloween magic starting to appear. Cooler temperatures doesn't mean you can't sit outside. The Doxa Social House has an amazing covered outdoor space with fire pits that keep you warm and cozy, and fabulous pizza. And I don't need to tell you, but there's always room for dessert, so get a banana split at Wally's Diner. Fall is coming fast, so when are you planning your cozy getaway?
There you go. I thought they did a great job. It was a lot of different places that they got a chance to visit too, but yeah, they did a good job. So those are the types of things that those LTACs funds go for when we fund groups like Visit Rainier. So those are great and generate, she said she got a lot of feedback on Well House. You know, it's new. So people are like, oh, that's really cute. And so the people check it in and yeah. And I shared it with Jalen and Sarah too. So they were excited.
Cool.
Thank you, Mary.
Yep,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Carolyn.
Carolyn, what's the name of her?
Oh, the
Oh.
handle.
Yeah, it's called Wander, WANDER with VANESSA, Vanessa. And that's an Instagram account. So if you search for that, she should come up. But yeah. And then Treva has the MP4.
I do. I can
And so
send
if
you all
you want, she can
just
share it with you as
the
well.
video.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, anybody else to speak this evening? Marvin, anything? No? Okay, we'll have, of course, a chance at the end too. Would you guys like to speak? Anything? Okay. All right, mayor's report. Courtney printed this off for me in giant font so I can see it. Yesterday, I attended the press conference on the White River Bridge held by the governor's office. WashDOT confirmed that the bridge suffered major structural damage, as we know, from the truck collision on August 18th. 10 critical components need to be replaced or repaired, and crews will be working 7 days a week beginning next week. The full reopening of both lanes is expected between the end of October and mid-November, depending on weather and material procurement, etc. In the meantime, Pierce Transit will begin running a shuttle service to help commuters tomorrow morning. No, Thursday. Soon. There we go. The shuttle will run Monday through Friday during peak commute times, mornings from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and evenings from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. The route is still being finalized, but we will be free to use. And it could begin as early. Free to use.
There's no charge, no fare.
It will be free to use. There we go. Sorry, thanks, Ron. And could begin as early as this Thursday. We'll post the route as soon as we have it. We want to thank Executive Mello and Council Member Morrell and our partners at Pierce County for moving quickly to make this possible. Pierce Transit doesn't normally serve our area, as you know, but because of the county support, the county's providing us with a $50,000 startup for this transit service, even though we're outside their area, a subsidy for the program, and then we'll pay. No, okay. I mean, we will reimburse the Pierce Transit through the money that we've been subsidized with. So nothing out of city pocket. We are able to offer this service at no cost. We're very grateful for the county's quick action and for Pierce Transit's focus on meeting the needs of our community. The goal is to spread parking more evenly throughout the city rather than concentrating it down by the river, and also to make it easier for Enumclaw residents to come support Buckley businesses and for Buckley residents to do the same in Enumclaw. We continue to meet almost daily with Pierce and King County, WashDOT, and our other regional partners to keep this work moving, and we'll provide additional updates here at council and online via social media and the website. So I know we're a little slower getting Pierce Transit. Of course, King County was able to just extend a bus route they already had, and we already had all the parking, so we weren't under the gun near as much as they were. So what else do I have? Should I read this? This is just for us to read the letter. Okay. Senior Citizen Advisory Commission, Council Member Peterson.
Thank you, Mayor. We met on the 3rd, which was last week. And during the meeting, Jessica Cash, Buckley's court administrator, explained reasons that the court would like to move the day for court sessions from Thursdays to Wednesdays. This change would be starting in January 2026. The senior citizen advisory members have agreed to the change, so Lori and Aaron will start looking at switching the Wednesday and Thursday programs that will be affected by the change and informing all the seniors that are impacted. Senior Community Wellness Fair is scheduled for Saturday, September 27th from 9 to noon. This wellness fair will give our seniors the ability to connect with valuable resources from local and regional organizations. Lori is confirming attendance with the approximate 25 vendors that are expected to participate because she had them all lined up before the bridge issue. And so to make sure that they're all coming. Rainier Fresh will be on site with fresh produce sales, and seniors who would like to get immunized for shingles, pneumonia, and flu are encouraged to bring their health insurance cards. Lori provided the calendars for the next few months and the new program guide, which is quite impressive, several pages, and it's filled with information for our seniors. I was very impressed with the work that they did on that. Another important item on the agenda was the need for more volunteer drivers for the senior center. So if you or someone that you know would be interested in being a volunteer driver, please contact Lori at the senior center. Discussion on the impact of the bridge closure on seniors, including limited access to prescription pickup, doctors and dentist appointments. And the first and third Fridays are going to bring a new visitor to our senior center, Louis the Pug, who's not just adorable, but he is also a certified therapy dog. So I'm excited to meet him, and I'm sure the seniors will be too.
Thank you, Denise. Okay. Consent agenda.
On tonight's consent agenda is approval of the minutes of the April 1st, 2025 City Council study session, May 13th, 2025 City Council meeting, and May 27th, 2025 City Council meeting, and claims and payroll.
Move to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
And into regular agenda.
First item on the regular agenda is ordinance number 07-25, amending BMC 6.04.0508 related to business licensing.
Move to adopt ordinance number 07-25, amending BMC 6.04.050 related to business licensing.
Second.
Okay. Clerk is here for questions. Anybody have any? Oh, Denise,
I
yep.
have a question. So the way I understand this is business owners that made $2,000 or less weren't.
Required to get a City of Buckley endorsement if their business is not inside city limits, but they do business in Buckley.
Okay.
They do less than 2,000, they don't need a Buckley endorsement.
Okay. So now. it's
And the
got to
state
be-
has raised it to 4,000.
So we'll approve this and then it will be 4,000.
January 1st,
Okay.
it goes into effect, 2026, yes.
So I'm assuming that the business license is an annual
Mhm.
license.
Mhm.
So when our business owners come in to get their new license,
They do it all online through business licensing
Okay.
through the state.
Okay.
And they just choose they can choose any city they want in the state to get an endorsement
Okay.
for.
so it will let them know if
Mhm.
they make.
Correct. Yeah,
Less
they
than
will
4,000.
know if they make more than 4,000 inside city limits, they do need an endorsement.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, perfect. That's all I had. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome.
They usually check all the boxes where they do business, which
Yep.
all the cities, yeah.
Correct.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Anybody else? Brandon?
No, thank you.
Roll call vote?
Yep. This will be a roll call vote.
Smith,
Aye.
Arsano,
Aye.
Bender,
Aye.
Bergerson,
Aye.
Burbank,
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
I'm sure he's probably saying aye, but we can't hear him because of the echo.
Get the hand.
Yes, we got that.
Okay.
Motion carries. Next item is donation and construction agreement with Pedals for the People for a pump track facility.
Move to approve the donation and construction agreement with Pedals for the People for a pump track facility.
Second.
Okay. And the city administrator's here for questions, comments. I know we just hit this last study session, so. Anybody got questions, comments, concerns?
Well, I have concerns.
Oh, okay, Connie?
Of where it's gonna be put. I don't think that's a good fit. It's right out there with main traffic, a lot of emissions from cars and kids and cars that close together, just,
Okay,
you know, we need to find someplace that's a little safer for the kids.
okay. Ron?
Well, I agree with my colleague's concern for the safety of kids. We already have a mini park there for kids. We already have a library. We already have a youth center. We have a skate park. And it's not often when you get somebody, and I want to draw attention to, we all have a handout, and I recognize both these names and both these young men are freshmen at the high school. And they, getting involved in the civic process is pretty admirable for a couple 15-year-olds. Again, I said last time at the study session, it's a continuation of recreation down this way. And the only people that BMX are not just in Buckley, they could be Wilkinson, Carbonate of South Prairie, Bonnie Lake, Enumclaw, who knows where, Maple Valley. I'm not familiar with where all the BMX pump tracks are at, but we have somebody coming that wants to donate. And the cost to the city is going to be annual maintenance, like another park, any other park we have. And in this case, it's whatever we have to do. Well, I don't know, blowing off leaves or whatever the case may be. So we already have youth activities out there, thick from the library all the way to the skate park. So here we are.
Okay. And it is, Connie, as far as it is between the trail and River Ave, so it's
Yeah.
not on, because the parking lot's over there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Brandon got anything?
Nope, second what Ron said.
Okay,
Got that.
thanks, Brandon. Okay. Is a regular vote and just want to make sure, last call for any questions, comments.
Would you prefer to do a roll call? I can do roll call if you prefer.
No, I think just a standard, yeah. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
All opposed?
No,
No.
Okay, two,
Brandon's an aye, so motion carries.
okay. Okay, staff reports, city administrator.
One update today. City Hall is opened yesterday. All of our administrative staff are currently operating out of City Hall, so I'm no longer here at the NPC. Permits team will be soon to follow as soon as Director Pace returns. So in a couple of weeks, we'll have everybody under that roof.
Come see us. It's
Yeah, come see us. We have a welcome sign.
Is there anything on the walls?
Not yet. You're supposed to be giving us art. No. It'll come.
Okay, super good. And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, Mayor.
all right. And public comments. Anybody like to speak? Buddy? Okay. All right, council member comments and good to the order. Amanda.
I have a few. I did get an email from a citizen yesterday. She had been at our council meeting. I don't remember which one, not very long ago. And she had asked if the speed sign could be put up on Park Avenue when there's no bridge traffic to see how many cars are actually, like, people from town are using it. And she hasn't said that she's seen it up yet. A speed, like that traffic part, is it?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. So then the bike part too?
There.
Did you see?
Yeah,
that?
the bike.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Perfect, got it. Okay, perfect. My only other question or wondering has to do with still parking on River Avenue. So I saw that when the shuttle service starts, there won't be anything past Derringer. The other issue, and again, I only say this because I drive out of Copperwind and I go down and pick up teachers in the morning and drop them off. People that are parking on River by the dog park are parking all the way up to the crosswalk on both sides, and you can't see when anybody's standing there to wait to cross. Multiple times there have been kids on scooters that some of them just dart out and cars have, because you can't see them because there's cars
Yeah.
all the way up to the crosswalk.
They're up on the curb.
Because they're up on the curb parking. So I'm wondering if we can give some
Yeah.
space there for no parking.
Was it better today?
What?
Was it better today?
They were parked right up to the crosswalk on both
Okay.
sides.
So we
So
need
it's when
to-
people are actually using the crosswalk this time, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of kids, that cars can't see when they're standing there to wait because there's cars parked up on the curb right to the crosswalk on both sides.
Okay.
It's a little dicey right there.
Is it on the east side as well as the west? I know the west, they're up on the curb and they're right up to the sidewalk.
It's more up on the curb. I mean, they are parked all the way. I mean, it's like log show weekend, you know, I get that, like log show's different, but they are parked all the way up to the crosswalk on the other side too. It's just, it's hard to see people, especially kids when they're waiting, but like when they're parked all the way up.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
that was just something else that I noticed today.
Okay. And I know I talked to Chris before he was out on vacation about striping. We're gonna have, is it 40 feet or 60 feet past Derringer is gonna be or are we gonna do both sides all the way down?
We've discussed multiple options. It was really dependent on the route that was proposed by Pierce Transit. So the latest iteration of the route, it goes through Copperwind, and then the stop is right on River, leaving Derringer, and then if you were to take a left to go back towards City Center. So that's where the stop is going to be right now. The reason for that is because when they came down in their multiple stops, they were having a hard time, even though we've expanded that area at the bottom of River, with being able to turn around. And we even were working with Cascade Water Alliance. They were amazing partners in this, but even that, they weren't really comfortable with the turnaround because so many pedestrians are using that area. And then when you add the vehicle traffic of making it a drop-off pickup only, it made it even worse. So for no shuttle delays and to ensure pedestrian safety, they wanted to have the stop a little bit further upriver. So with that, we're kind of back at that. We can move forward with our original plan, which was to restrict all parking starting at Derringer down to the end of River Avenue and have that be a drop-off pickup only, which I think is still the best course of action, but I want you all to know that they've altered where we thought the bus stop was going to be as of today.
So
Things could still change, but as of right now. And then there will be several other transit stops throughout the city, really focusing on anywhere that we have a designated parking area. And then we're expanding some parking areas next to the liquor store. We're going to be having another parking area that's a city-owned lot on River.
Yeah.
So right there, we're going to open that up, move the ecology blocks to allow for additional parking there. We have our foothills trailhead parking area and we have river parking areas. So trying to get people to move off of that area and down to one of the other locations that we have parking. And then the shuttle will basically transport people from all of the different locations. It's only running every 20 minutes. Well, it's running every 20 minutes. That's a lot more than what we have right now.
Yeah.
So it's running every 20 minutes. And again, we'll be trying to put up additional no parking signs. I think that there's different perspectives. Obviously, there's people who are using the parking on River Avenue that want it to stay. I have heard from other members in the Copperwind community and concerned people wanting to restrict it. I think our fire and police departments, by and large, are open to completely restricting parking on River. So we will continue to reevaluate and make changes. We did have an uptick in incidents last week, but it wasn't anything to do with that section of parking. Not that we want to wait for an incident to occur, but it was mostly people with brand new e-bikes going down the bridge and then getting into an accident because they're getting used to their new e-bike. So we had a couple of transports, haven't seen that in the week prior, but definitely an increase. Continue to see an increase in activity on the bridge, a lot of parking all around and open to continuing to make modifications, including completely restricting, really waiting for that direction to come from this group. We don't want to make that call, have you all receive that feedback unless it's really warranted, but we recognize the issue too.
Okay. I know, so I believe if I'm hearing it right, they're gonna come out of Derringer, turn left onto River and then drop off, and hopefully we can encourage people to walk down the cemetery access to the trail and not down the road, which they're gonna go whichever they please, but.
Yep, so that'll be the drop off / pickup. So that's the closest one to the bridge. And then they will be going to the log show grounds for a drop off pickup. They will be exiting via park and going across the street, drop off pickup at the creamery, going down by the subway, drop off pickup there. This is the tentative route as of right now, so subject to change. Crossing the street and coming back up River, drop off at the corner of Jefferson and River, down to the library or next to that other city-owned lot that we're going to have as a pickup. And then at the library, And then the last stop will be at the city hall, and that's to service the MPC. They didn't want to do right in front of the MPC directly because there's so many cars there, and a lot of activity. So the city hall stop is to serve the MPC. That's the closest location. And then it will go back up to Sargent and through Copperwind in order to get back. So that'll be the loop.
Okay.
And approximate time every 20 minutes. They'll have 2 shuttles running.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that, I think Kurt, you guys will probably be on, I'm sure when the shuttle pulls out of Derringer and stops, if they pull up far enough to block the cemetery entrance just for safety, you'll have people coming out of Copperwind that are gonna wanna cut in front of the bus, and if, you know, what that's gonna look
Yeah,
like.
and our public,
Still a violation.
Absolutely, yeah, especially if they've got their
They're
lights.
passing that when there's.
Yeah,
offloading.
we wanna get the message out to Copperwind, you know, try to be patient, you know, or whatnot, so.
Or go the other way.
Yeah.
Go out.
Right, yeah, go out, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, anybody else? Quick, Ron?
Curious, for the city administrator, we had your update yesterday. What is the relationship for parking with the National Guard, armory?
they have allowed us to use that lot, or given us unrestricted access to that lot. It's a city-owned property that is leased with the National Guard, long-term lease. There are 2 weeks that they have reservists who will be on site, and they notified us of that as soon as we requested the armory. If you give me just a second, I'll get you those exact dates.
You don't need to tell me the dates. That's what I thought, that it was for
Yeah.
drill. It
Yep,
was for
it's
drill.
full drill the first week of October and November 5th to Thanksgiving.
That's fine.
Okay, that's gonna be a stretch in November, a couple weeks.
Yeah, but hopefully the bridge is reopened or close to it. So those will be the two.
Okay, and we'll.
And they said that they would modify that and keep us updated if they don't need it on certain days and times. So they're, again, great partners. We've received nothing but support from that group.
Okay, and that'll be good as the rain comes, we're gonna try and get people off the grass at Log Show. We just to follow up on that a little bit on the river thing. I know Chris and I discussed striping, whether it's temporary or chalk or down the edges of the asphalt, and if people can stay out of the roadway with their bumpers and whatever, but again, we kind of wanted to roll this out at one time. When the shuttle starts, we're gonna do a one, okay, we're gonna shut it down. So if you guys all have you don't have to do it tonight, but input on what you want, what you think that should look like. We definitely want to have room for people to turn around, and it's, of course, we're all gonna hear about everybody having to park and walk past all these beautiful parking spots that they've been using, 20, 30 cars, whatever, but so whatever we need that to look like, so.
I mean, honestly, I'll just say my opinion right now, with how many kids are using that and people walking in the road, and for somebody who I go down and pick somebody up, and there's cars coming this way, and then there's cars parked, and then it's very dicey to like, do I pull over and wait? And then you've got people I would be in favor that there's no parking at all, like to restrict it just for safety of everybody.
Okay.
And 2 cars can go down at a time, drop off, pick up and come around, even when people are in the road, walking, bikes, kids. It's a lot. It's a little stressful
Little
for me
crazy, yep.
to drive
Okay.
down there, but that's
Okay.
just my opinion.
Sure.
For
Anybody else?
safety.
Anybody else? Denise?
I agree with Amanda on
Okay.
that, because people are opening their car doors and, that road just isn't made for what it's
For all
being
that.
used for right now,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, we'll look forward to opening it back up when the bridge is open and anybody can go back to parking the way they used to.
Yeah.
To clarify, is this all along river or is
Full
it
side.
starting at Derringer?
Yeah, Derringer, well, and we need to stripe something around that crosswalk.
I think just the cross, I mean, I
Just
don't,
crosswalks.
I mean, it's nice that people are parking further back from where the stop sign is on the river, on the Copperwind side, so we can actually see, like, people can see when they're turning out, but it was just more the crosswalk that I noticed that they're parking right up to it, and then you can't see when somebody's actually waiting to cross.
Yeah.
Especially if they're kids.
Yeah.
It was that part, but otherwise, I don't think that part really mattered. I mean, as long as they're parked, I don't know.
Yeah, one side of river,
Yeah,
Derringer
Yeah.
up one side.
yeah.
Okay, anybody else? Brandon's got anything? Brandon, you got anything on the river parking?
Nope, thank you though.
Gonna echo.
Sorry.
He must not. He muted himself again.
Okay. Okay, all right, perfect. And I'll reiterate what Courtney mentioned already. The Cascade Water Alliance has been phenomenal to work with, as they always have been. We discussed it, and they actually ran it through their legal team, and they were gonna incur some costs, and they were happy to do that for the city. So we could run Pierce Transit through the gate and down where were comfortable turning around. And we put a hold on that as soon as we knew Pierce Transit wasn't comfortable, kind of running down that way. They'd rather make the loop on top, so. But just a shout out to them, because they've been great business partners for sure, for anything we need. Fire department, there wasn't even a right away conversation. It was, here's a key. So they could come from Highway 410 up and avoid the little concrete Buckley Owned Bridge, so they've been great to work with, so. Okay.
Oh, one more item on.
Yep, one more thing. Anybody else before we get to the last? Okay. Rescheduling of the November 11th, if somebody'd like to make a motion, if we want to reschedule the November 11th council meeting.
Motion to reschedule November 11th, 2025 city council meeting
To November 18th, please.
to November 18th.
Thank you.
Second. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
Perfect. Okay.
You see, 11th is a holiday, it's Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So we're just moving it to the following week.
Yeah, we'll just bump it back a week. All right, that'll entertain.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carries.
Thank you, council.